Pisces, this is your August 2022 soul story. If you have a sun rising or moon is in the sign, this is your reading. We're going to give you some astrological dates and messages that I hope will empower you as you navigate your way through this next few weeks. This is Romy. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune into my channel. We are going to open up Leo season for you with the energy of the Hierophant. And if you are a regular, then just note the new format that we have this month. So the Hierophant is telling me that there have been many lessons learnt of late for you, Pisces, but there's something this month that I know and that you ought to be feeling exceptionally proud of. When you give yourself permission to really appreciate and understand its value, it's going to give you a new sense of motivation and a real solid base to build upon. I feel like you're going to have this sense of wanting to commit. Now, it's important that you have that sense of balance and a little bit of structure, because as we open up the beginning of August, things are going to feel a little bit volatile. We've got this conjunction with Mars, Uranus in the North Node. It's very vibrant, it's very unpredictable. It's demanding that we let go of the control. It's coming in with some shock surprises, and it certainly could feel a little bit disruptive to our nervous system. It's not unlike anything we haven't already been dealing with through the course of 2022. So I think you're already adept at having to work quite tenaciously and almost find your balance in amongst the chaos, in amongst the surface swell. But just be aware that the frustration levels could be quite high. You may even feel quite physically exhausted and depleted at the beginning of the month as you feel a little bit pushed and pulled in different directions. Now, I've been saying through the course of this month's soul stories that August has this sort of sink or swim feel about it. And for you, I think there is something entirely new that's coming into your field of vision on the horizon. And I don't want you to be too quick to judge or to assume whether you think it's the right thing for you or not. There does appear to be some conflict that arises as a result of that. And it may be because you're feeling pushed in that direction, or it may even be that you want to embark on that new adventure, but you feel bound or held back, or you're kind of caught up in something else that's distracting you and almost kind of suppressing your ability to sort of break free. So we're having something come in energetically that it's not like anything you've ever felt before. Now, as we approach the 8th of the month, of course, we're going to be harnessing that powerful energy of Lionsgate, where the Earth and the Sun align with Sirius and the galactic center. It's a time where the new energetic downloads, the transmissions that you are tapping into as your sensitivity increases, are offering you beautiful awareness and insight as to how to work with some of this new energy. If that just sounds like words for you and you're struggling to tap into the actual experience, know that up-leveling can feel a bit uncomfortable. It can feel like it's stretching you, but you should also feel these powerful surges of energy moving through your body. Now, with 6th house energy for you during Leo season, there's something about the way that you are paying more particular attention to your day-to-day rituals. And it's just a reminder, Pisces, in August especially, that your rituals are not a list to be checked off. Yeah, they're designed to help you to come home to yourself. Remember that life is something that you choose, you create, you cultivate. It's not here for you to endure, to accept, and to feel suppressed by. Now, even though you may be feeling like you're oscillating between these real highs, emotional highs, real euphoria, new hopefulness, excitement even, and at the same time kind of feeling like you're spiraling or coming undone and starting to completely doubt everything that you'd believed in or that you felt was true. So it's one of those kind of radical energies. It might not continue through the whole month, but you're certainly going to have pockets of it. The Magician says you have everything that you need to be able to move through this series of, I suppose, energetic tests, if you like, but also to allow yourself to up-level and to go beyond anything that you ever have before. It also talks to me about the need to start to get creative about how you are looking at the approaches for things, okay? And especially when we talk about how you create more time for yourself, or you extricate yourself out of tricky situations. You know, I have a sense this month, Pisces, that there's your political answer to keep the status quo, and then there's the truth. And sometimes we have to make the call in terms of what needs to be expressed in any given moment. And that's not you not honouring your truth, that just sometimes in those certain situations when you know yourself that the people that you might be involved in, connected to, part of a situation with, are just simply not aware enough or tuned in enough to be able to truly see or understand, comprehend or receive what it is that you know to be true, or you feel like is the right direction for you. So you're going to have to find yourself in those moments where to keep your balance, to keep the peace, to find some sense of being able to continue to focus on the priorities. You know, you might end up having to not give that full amount of information, or not spend quite as much time trying to justify or explain something, okay? This is fine, because I feel as we are getting pushed and pulled through the course of this month, conserving energy for you in August is going to be really important. Now, we've got a full moon coming in Aquarius on the 11th of the month. It's 12th house for you. So there is this requirement, even more so with a full moon surrender, to really let go and to think about what's coming to an end, what cycle you are truly wrapping up during this time. And I think around that full moon, you're going to realize that something has gone on longer than it needed to or should have. That again in itself can cause a little bit of frustration for you. The Two of Cups is saying what you want to devote yourself to, where you want to align your energy, what you feel like you're really in love with right now, or where you want to be, and how far are you away from that? What are the decisions and choices that have to be made now? Because remember, the universe is going to be pushing you. And let's just track back momentarily to what we said at the beginning there, when we said something entirely new is also coming in. Now, for some of you, there might be new relationships and connections that are showing up in August that are going to be very profound for you. Remember, as we come into Virgo season, it's that 7th house of relationships for you. So it's not just romantic, it's also about the people that can start to come into your world, that can be supportive and helpful in all sorts of different ways. Now, with the Hierophant, there's something about commitment coming in here. There's something about learning. There may be an environment where you're learning or investing in something that you're going to meet new people, or those conscious connections are going to start to reveal themselves in very powerful ways. It's interesting because what I see happening is like there's so many new things that are starting to come in for you, and they're getting you excited. You're feeling hopeful. There's this kind of rising optimism, and yet there's so many things that you still feel held back or tethered to. There may even come moments through August where you just feel like, I want to tear it all down. I want to get rid of it all because I'm no longer aligning or feeling like this is representative of who I am. The world is saying that we have reached that point in the cycle. There is a huge culmination of something happening this month for you. Sometimes it happens on the internal, first of all, but I will say to you that August has this really powerful sense of material manifestations showing up for us. So are you in the way of being able to receive that? Now, I want you to keep an eye on the date around the 18th of August. Venus is going to trine with Jupiter, both in fire signs. There's a lot of passion and intensity coming in here. And actually, you might have that sort of feeling, especially from a romantic perspective for some of you, that, there's a lot of heated arguments and then a lot of powerful, make-up situations happening there. But it's, I think, a little bit more tricky through the month of August to maintain that sense of balance. The world and the Hierophant are also telling me that it's important that we really learnt the lesson. Yeah, so what have you had to repeat over and over again? Because there's something about your awareness to it. Absolutely, I know that you know that. You've called it out within yourself. You've been able to see it, but the growth is now going to be recognised in the changed behaviour. And even a subtle shift is going to make a tremendous difference from you in terms of what your experience is through this month of August. Now Mars is going to move into Gemini on the 20th. I want you to pay attention to this because in the next few weeks it's going to be going retrograde in the sign. So where we get a green light in August to move something forward and we have high motivation and momentum and things happen very quickly, yeah, we get a lot of success in a short space of time in relation to something. We are going to revisit and there is going to be a slowdown. Sometimes that's helpful because it's what we need to process and to integrate things. We go back behind the scenes and we can improve upon something. We can make it better, or maybe we need a rest after having invested a lot of time and energy towards something. But the Six of Wands says there is a sense of recognition that's coming in regards to that. We need to also temper around what the ego is asking of us, yeah, because sometimes it can kind of lead us astray a little bit. I have a sense that there's a lot of people in your ear a little bit about the way to do things, how to approach things, go bigger, do more. I don't know, there's almost like this pushing energy that I have, and if you're not careful you could kind of get caught up with that, but actually it feels like it's taking you away a little bit from where your soul is trying to bring you back into a sense of balance. So there might be a little bit of conflict around it, even if it feels like things are really positive and there's a momentum that you want to capitalize on. There's going to be a little whisper, a little voice that says, okay, don't give too much, don't go all in. We have to sort of find that sense of being able to spread our energy a little bit across different areas of our life at the moment. This is going to help you as some of those external universal energies feel like they're pushing and pulling you all over the place. We said your tolerance is going to be tested both physically and emotionally. When you get pushed, you are going to make the right choice though. You are going to be able to swim and see that line of shore. So we have the Virgo energy coming in on the 22nd of the month, the new moon happening on the 27th. The other date to look out for is that Uranus is going to be shifting retrograde in the sign of Taurus on the 24th. That again is going to feel a little bit disruptive. But on the same day, Venus will trine with Chiron, giving us beautiful shifts in terms of our healing. Now, we usually do a 9-card block for our monthly soul stories. I'm going to continue that, but Pisces, this month we will do the reveal in our extended reading. If you are new to the channel, you can find the link for that in the comment and the description box underneath. And we talk for another 25 minutes just to give you deeper insights into this month ahead. Okay, so let's talk about your astrology card for the month. Okay, you have the 10th house, Pisces. Structure, discipline, life mission. We'll go into further detail in our extended around this message. And here's the Life Soul Vision Oracle, which is my new deck coming out. Thank you so much if you have invested. You can still pre-order and see a full preview over on my website. The details are in the description box underneath. Okay, I can't wait to share a message from the deck with you. Let's have a look. Oh, you have one of my favourite cards, the Spirit Crane, Dance with the Divine. Okay, again, we'll cover this off in our extended version. Now, we usually invite you to think about a personal question, so we are going to continue with that. So just put that focus on for me now. Remember, all the decks that I use, Pisces, are also listed in the description box underneath. Okay, so let's just start with this Hierophant to clarify the main reading. We have the Six of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Emperor energy there. This is a nice deck with the astrological links if you enjoy that. Fire energy coming in with that King of Wands there. Let's have a look at the World. Oh, King of Pentacles. It's Strength and Six of Cups came through. Oh, a couple more there. Okay. Pisces. Thank you so much for tuning in for your August soul story. If you're joining me for the extended, I look forward to continuing this conversation. Otherwise, I'm going to wish you beautiful blessings for the month ahead, and I'll see you again.